Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter, a channel for anyone interested in finding bargains for as little as $1 and flipping them for profit. Today, I'm back inside my dad's office trying to clean things up, and I'm thrifting from home. Let's look at some of the treasure I found. Over the last week or so, I have been coming into my dad's office and just going through papers and his filing cabinet. Not a huge filing cabinet, thank God, but enough where I had to go through each thing to see what needed to be shredded, what could just be thrown away in the recycling, and what was important to keep. It does take a little bit of time to do that stuff, but the whole desk itself, while the top of it is a complete mess right now, the filing cabinets are cleaned out and the actual desk drawers are empty. So I found a lot of rosary beads. Besides the rosaries and stuff, there's just a lot of little things I just have to go through. He was a gun enthusiast and he was part of a gun club. This is interesting. Dollar bill. Mom is going to be thrilled. What do we have here? 20, 30, 50, 60, 1. Anything else? No, some pennies. Okay. Mom is going to be thrilled. I'm going to go tell her right now. I did find some money, which I surprised my mom with. It was $62 that was underneath the tray in the top drawer of his desk. All the bills were from like the 80s or early 90s. So when I came downstairs, I told my mom that Dad left you some money. And she was like, what? She was very happy with that. Let me show you some of the other items that I came across that I know I can sell on eBay, starting with a Sony Walkman. The good thing is that the battery compartment is empty, so there's no battery acid damage. I just have to test it out, and I can put it up on eBay, and I'll show you what some of the prices go for this model, which is the TCM-6. Comps ran anywhere between the $35 to $65 range for this model. This is a Toshiba stereo cassette player, KTS1, and it's also got the FM tuner pack in it. I have to test it out. This one I think will be a good sale as well. 2 of these were sold on auction, so I think if I price it correctly, I could get 50 to 60. This item I'm not so sure about. So I remember giving this to my dad when I did work at Sony. It's a Sony Walkman phone. It's Sony Ericsson actually. So this one, while it's still in the case and I don't think it was ever used, when I opened it, this orange, it's degraded to the point where it's sticky. Don't you hate when that happens? It's kind of gross. So if anyone has any suggestions, I don't know if I put Goo Gone all over it or what takes that stickiness off of old plastic that unfortunately degraded to that point where the whole thing feels sticky. And who wants that? Not me. Another Sony item I found. This is the Sony Watchman, and it is a portable television. I think it takes like D batteries. I will test this out and see how it works. These have sold between $35 and $40, a few of them with free shipping. I found also a great Sony CyberShot. And it actually has, I charged it up because I have one of the battery chargers, and this actually has some photos on it that I'll download. But this is great. It has a little carrying case with it and it works. So I'm very happy with that. I like this camera so much, I think I'm going to keep it and use it for product photos. My dad was a gun enthusiast and he enjoyed going to the range and target practicing, that kind of stuff. These are Caldwell soundproof earmuffs for when you're at the shooting range, and I've looked them up and they do have some value, so we'll see if they can sell on eBay. But I don't know what the decibels are for these earmuffs. The other thing about the gun club that my dad was in, I was going through a couple of his duffel bags and I found some bullets. Yeah, these are for 22. After my dad passed away, my mom sold his guns to a gun shop nearby. But there are things like this. When you find unused ammunition, what do? So of course you go on Google. So when I looked it up, I found that you should contact your local police precinct to see if they will take it. If they don't, you can also contact the hazardous waste collection people in your area. The thing is, you definitely do not, and I repeat, do not throw away in the regular garbage ammunition, because if that stuff gets into the garbage trucks and they run the machine and everything, they could go off. So you don't want that to happen to our poor sanitation workers. That would be terrible. Plus you'd get probably in a lot of trouble and fined. Well, update, I contacted the local precinct, and the person who answered the phone said, no, we don't accept ammunition. You could drop it off probably at a gun shop. Well, I called one local gun shop nearby, and the guy said, we used to accept it, but we can't anymore with all the new gun laws. And the closest hazardous waste location is like 22 miles away from me. And so I will table the bullets. I don't know why people really went through and had slides back in the day, but we have tons of slides. So I had gotten one of these little viewers to help me see, and I have no idea who these people are, which I think is hilarious. So I'm going through all the slides and throwing them away. Another thing I found, so this was actually on my dad's chair. It's a Dr. Scholl's heat and back massager, and I vacuumed it off and I plugged it in, and it works. And I think they sell for about $15 to $20, even used ones. So I might put this one up. Thanks for watching, Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. Until next time, keep on thrifting.